Hello everyone, it's Ashwin Rao here with a video unboxing of the third makeup I've received from BLKBRD Shoemaker, based out of India, producing hand-welted, hand-lasted shoes with hand-sewn outsoles. And they are an emerging Indian shoemaker that's been making waves on Instagram and in the shoe community, really striking the fancy of shoe enthusiasts because they are offering a wide range of seamless shoes, meaning shoes fashioned from a single piece of leather. Typically, those styles are reserved for a much higher price point, but BLKBRD's been able to offer seamless designs, including the seamless hole cut, as well as this spiral hole cut named the Jurgen, at very affordable prices. So I wanted to take you through this video unboxing. This is my first view of this shoe and wanted to give you a perspective. This is Castorino Suede here. You can see that they've taken to and they're cleaning up the design of their heel block and their waist to heel transition. Here's their classic BLKBRD sole with a closed channel sole. You can see the channel that's been stitched in right over here but hidden, and their BLKBRD branding. This one doesn't have the sizing, other ones have had sizing listed on there. And a fiddleback waist with a broader waist and a decorative heel with some nails over here and a rubber stopper. You can see that this is a really beautiful, almost polo suede-like leather. This is Zonta's take on that polo suede color. As far as I can tell, it's a slightly more tan rather than red brown leather, and I really like it. It's a beautiful color. You can see the double row of stitches that forms this seamless wingtip style. Here comes the seam all the way over here that you can see goes to the back. And one of the really cool things about this shoe is that it has no seam anywhere on the upper. This is all one piece of leather. So if I rotate this for you, you can see that shoe here in its profile. Bringing it over, you see all one piece of leather all the way around. See 5 eyelets done with a slight taper flaring out. I like that little design element. And you can see that they have an outsole stitching that they look like they've actually improved in terms of stitch density. Kudos to the team at BLKBRD for increasing the stitch density here. This is the first I've seen of this. This offset waist with a heel notch that separates the heel block from the waist, which is slightly beveled, meaning that it has a slightly softened, smoothed out edge that transitions to the fiddleback waist, and a slightly tapered heel block that you can see here. Just a slight pitch to that heel that is neatly shaped to match the upper. Here is a posterior view of the heel block. And there is a slight taper. It's a little hard to fully appreciate that, but it looks like they've created more of a 270-degree slight pitch. And I like the fact that the pitch is very subtle and makes this a little less of an ornate shoe and more of a utilitarian shoe. This is a shoe that you can get for in the neighborhood of $300, which is unheard of for a spiral hole cut design. You will see some concessions that others make in terms of placing a seam in the back. BLKBRD does not do that. They also seem to have gotten and done a nicer job with the shine on their hand stacked leather heel block right here. And as you can see, the same heels that we've seen before with the rubber toppy there. Pair number 2, just to show it next to the other pair. And if we bring it up closer, wingtip placed essentially in the middle of the vamp. Speaking of the front of the shoe, this has a almond shaped last. This curve has an echo to this curve on the spiral design here. These are very nice proportions to the way that this leather was cut. Neatly done outsole stitching that helps. The back of this shoe has a suede heel guard that prevents slippage, which I think the Castorino Suede from Zonta Tannery has a really nice soft handle. It is very fine. It's not a very rough out style suede. It has a fine nap, not a more rugged or rough nap. This shoe has what looks like a medium to maybe slightly higher instep, so we'll have to test that out and see what that feels like in the real world. And I'm super excited by what Blackbird's done. They're creating a unique space in the menswear and shoewear segments, offering these very high quality leathers. You're getting a really elegant design. You can see that side swooping, and if I bring the shoe here, you can kind of see how the two styles echo each other. That Balmoral curve that you see here and here, that's created by the spiral cut and using a slight contrast to the stitching. This seems to be a natural or light tan stitch that blends well with the shoe. So really comes together very elegantly and very nicely. I think that Blackbird is a force to behold for the price that they offer these unique designs. You cannot get these styles from other makers for anything under $700 to $800. So Blackbird is doing a really good job creating their own niche and market space here. So these shoes typically arrive after about 2 to 3 months from order placement to delivery at $300+. This is really putting it all together in a very nice manner. So Blackbird Shoemaker, Jurgen, spiral hole cut. Have a good one. Goodbye.